This is a quick little video just explaining room temperature sensor calibration. Sometimes some of these sensors are a little tiny bit out, sometimes they're not. They can be enough of a discrepancy that you might feel a little bit difference inside your house, but it just helps do that last little bit once you've set everything up properly, just to make sure it's fine-tuned as well as it can be. So what I like to do is go into each room, take out the temp sensor from each room, go and put it on the kitchen bench so all of them are sitting next to each other with the button side down, so the back circuit board and battery is facing the air. Leave them all alone in that room, make sure there's no fans going in there, no air conditioning, nothing, no heat, sun going straight on them. Just leave the things alone for 5 minutes so that they can settle down and get to the same temperature. Then you would go into your settings here, go into sensors, and you can see the readings that these sensors are reading. These have all been sitting in this room now next to each other for probably 10 minutes. So I usually just pick one of them. So if I just want to base it all off the living one, I don't think it matters too much about, but if you want to be fussy, you can get a thermometer that you know is actually accurate and sit next to all of these. But for me, I'm just going to pick the living one as my guide. So I'll go into the master button here, and there's a calibrate temperature there, so I change that to read 24.1, and now I've set that so that's reading the same as the living. So I'll go through and just do these ones quickly as well. As you can see, these aren't heaps out, but sometimes they're 0.7, up to maybe a degree every now and again, which is pretty rare, but it's enough to make a difference. It could be keeping your aircon running in a room longer than it needs to be, or not running enough. So I like to know that I'm getting the most I can out of things as accurately as possible. So you can see now I've got 24.1 on every single room. Then I'll leave it again for a further 5 minutes because things could be still settling down or moving a tiny bit. And as you can see, this Rachel one is dropped 0.1, so I'll just go back into it again, change it, 24.1, select close. Frog's one's moved a tiny little bit more. And if you left that alone for another 5 minutes and just kept sort of tweaking it, you don't have to do it forever. If you get it within 0.1 or 0.2 of a degree, it's not the end of the world, but you're getting it a lot closer than what it was before. Otherwise you can end up chasing your tail because these reset and refresh at different sort of times and that, but it's going to be pretty close. I'll do this one. I'll do this one again. And I would say I'm pretty happy with that. If you make a mistake and you've gone too far or not enough or something, you can just go to, let's pick one that was out a fair bit. If I go to the music one, there's a reset here. That resets to the actual temperature it was before I started calibrating it. So that one you can see is pretty much 0.7 of a degree out, which is enough to me. So once they're all reading that, I usually just close that screen and I'll just grab a sensor. So now that you've taken these off, you've got to make sure you put them back in the right spot. So I usually just grab a sensor, press the button on the front of the sensor a couple of times, and I can see that garage is going on and off. So I know I've got the garage sensor. Then I go clip that on the wall. Then I go grab the next sensor, press the button on and off, confirm which room it is, go and clip it back in the wall in that room. You don't have to write anything on the sensors then or do anything weird. You just do one at a time and make sure it goes back in the right spot. See how that works for you. It might help you. You might find yours are out, or you might find they're not out much at all, but it'll help you tweak your system a little bit further. Thank you.